Hi guys, I'm Dr. Kiana from Indara Naturals, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about protective styling versus low manipulation styles. So if you enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, you can leave those in the comments down below. And if you're looking for our organic hair care products, you can find the links to those in the description box under the video. So first, let's talk about protective styles and why they can be damaging for your hair. So I have mentioned this in a few other videos that protective styles are intended to, usually when you get a protective style in your hair, you're thinking that, oh, I'm going to put my hair away. I'm not going to mess with it for a month or two, and then I'm going to get all this hair growth and it's going to make my hair grow faster. But that generally is not the case. Protective styles with added hair like braids, weaves, wigs, sew-ins, etc., they are meant to be kept long term, right? You pay a lot of money for them, you don't want to take them out. So usually people are leaving these styles in for 8 weeks or longer. During that time, they may not be washing their hair, or if they are, they're not washing it thoroughly. And then you're not able to really access your hair, you can't really moisturize it, you're not taking care of your scalp. So the idea of leaving your hair alone, not messing with it too much, it that part is correct, but that's not all there is to it. You can't just put your hair away and not touch it for 2 months and expect to retain length, or have a healthy head of hair once you take that style out. Your hair does still need to be cleansed regularly, at least once a month. That's like the minimum. But really, you should be washing your hair every 1 to 2 weeks at least. And then you need to be moisturizing your hair. Your hair is not going to stay moisturized indefinitely. If you wash your hair, condition it, and apply a moisturizer, your hair is eventually going to dry out. Usually, after about a week, your hair needs to be rehydrated and remoisturized in order for it to remain healthy. So, if you're putting a style into your hair and then leaving it for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, then your hair is going to be extremely dry. You're going to have a lot of shed hair that's tangled up in your healthy hair, and then that's going to lead to matting. If your hair is dry, then that leads to split ends, it leads to single strand knots, and it leads to breakage. Not to mention the fact that a lot of these styles are done very tightly. They're putting a lot of stress on your hair follicles, on your scalp, and you're ending up with hair loss around your edges, your crown, and the nape of your neck, or the bottom of your hairline, which are the three areas where your hair is the most brittle, the most fragile, the easiest to damage. And so then once you start to have hair loss, then you're getting the styles redone to try to cover up the areas of hair loss. And then that's just making your problem even worse. And long term, that can lead to permanent hair loss. So, what I recommend doing instead of a long term protective style is a low manipulation style. So, right now, I have these braids in my hair that are for a braid out. So, this is just my hair with no hair added. So, that means that I have access to my hair. I can wet it, I can moisturize it, I can add some oil to my ends. I can check my ends to see if they're feeling dry, if I'm getting any single strand knots or anything like that. And then I know that I'm not going to leave these braids in my hair. Even if I don't take them out for the braid out, I'm not going to leave them in for more than a week. And then I can take my hair out, I can wash it, and then I can restyle it. So you do want to try to find styles that don't require you to comb your hair every day, don't require you to restyle your hair every day, but you don't want to leave them in for months at a time. So something like braids or plaits, whatever you want to call them, two strand twists, twist outs, braid outs. A wash and go can be a low manipulation style if you're not redoing it every day. Some people like to have that curl definition that they're redoing, restyling their hair every morning. That makes it takes it out of the category of being a low manipulation style. But if you can do your wash and go and keep it for 5 to 7 days or longer, then yes, that would be a low manipulation style. So, low manipulation styles keep you from handling your hair every day, meaning you're not going to get as much friction, you're not going to be pulling out as much hair if you're combing it or brushing it, and is giving your hair a chance to thrive, to grow without being handled constantly because as naturals, our curly hair strands are fragile and we don't want to be pulling on them, combing on them, tugging on them every day because that also can lead to breakage. But you do want to be able to have access to your hair, wash it, cleanse your scalp, add your growth oil to your scalp if you use one, put some moisturizer or some oil on your ends. You want to be able to do all that maintenance to your hair without having to constantly take it out and restyle it. So, protective styles with added hair usually are going to be a more long term style. So, those are the ones that lead to dryness and breakage if you leave them in for too long. A low manipulation style is usually going to be just with your hair, and you're going to be restyling that at least every 1 to 2 weeks. So you're not combing every day, you're not brushing every day, you're not retwisting or rebraiding every day, but you do have access to be able to cleanse and moisturize your hair at least every 1 to 2 weeks. And that is going to help keep your ends healthy, keep your scalp healthy, keep your hair clean, and then you can see the length retention that you're looking for. So that's why I prefer low manipulation styles over long term protective styles. And they're just better for your hair and just give your hair the environment that it needs to thrive. So if you if you switch from wearing protective styles to wearing low manipulation styles, let me know that in the comments. If this is new information for you, let me know that in the comments. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked about in the video, you can comment below or you can email me at contact@endaranaturals.com. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.